Hi, welcome back to John's Random Review. There's trouble at the mill. There definitely is. I've just bought some new Makita tools, the XGT range, and I've got a grinder, a reciprocating saw, and an STS drill. And I've got 3 batteries. I've got a 2.5 and I've got, well, two 2.5s and a 4 amp battery. And they are a brilliant bit of kit, but there is a design fault. And I've not used these tools very much, and I've already started to notice is the battery release tab, call it what you like, in the battery. It sticks. It sticks. Let's go on to that's a XGT battery. So these are the old LXT batteries that have been around a lot of years. This is quite a new one. This is a 6 amp, and I know it's new and it hasn't got any wear on it, but it just moves a lot easier. Now then, look at close up here, if you can see it. There's a little ridge there. So that bit there is quite tight to the body, and it leaves a little bit of a gap there. Why? Why? Well, I think I've sussed it. There's also a little gap there. Now then, I've read a little bit of literature about these new batteries, and what they've said is they've made it so there's less dust ingress, which is a good thing, but if you look at where this bit goes in, it's already got marks on it. There's no gap there. There's no gap. It's tight there against that bit of plastic. So I'm just going to actually push it down. And can you hear that? That's not the spring working. Hang on. That is actually rubbing plastic to plastic. There's going to be too much friction there. And what that means is a little bit of dust can get in, and it'll get trapped there. And all these surfaces, the friction between the two surfaces, they'll get worse and worse. And then when you're on site and it's all getting shit up, that's a tendency to get stuck. So what, I mean, I can't believe they must have spent millions on product development to get this right. And the basic thing, they thought, oh well, no dust into the machine, but we'll make it so it'll jam up with the dust. So it's going to get all clogged up in there. They do anyway, especially on grinders. You'd be surprised how I see some tools and they're absolutely shit up. Now I know that people are supposed to look after the tools and whatnot, but most people don't. They haven't got time to be scrubbing the tools every night. And it's actually another little tight spot there. And on the other one, it's got more spacing. Now, yeah, you could say, well, the dust can get in. Well, I prefer to get a little bit of dust to get in, and they'll be able to do the switch. You can see that one. Well, you can't. It's a lot more play in that one. Now we need the play to make that operate when it gets into dusty conditions. But no. So I don't know. I'm giving you a bit of a warning about these. When you get these, if they get a bit shit up, they might get jammed. I don't know whether they're totally going to get jammed. I've never ever seen one of these jammed, ever. I've seen one of them snap off there inside, but not jammed. So whether this is going to get jammed, personally I think it is. And personally I think it's a design fault. Now you could say, well, hang on a minute. If it gets all full of dust, and I'll take these clamshells, you can actually take them apart quite easily and clean that bit out. But these ones, I don't know if anyone's ever taken one apart. It has got the funny torque screws with the like security torque screws. You could probably get a screwdriver. But on the side here, I don't know what's going to happen there. Obviously the clamshell somehow goes through the sticker. It might go around it, I don't know. But I think they've done it in a certain way so people like me can't get the battery apart. And normally you wouldn't want to get the battery apart. But if that's all clogged up, you've got no way of getting the dust out of there, and it's going to jam up there. So Makita, I'm a big Makita fan, so at the moment it's a fail. It's a fail. So, you know, it's one of them things that these are quite brand new, these tools, and they might kind of pick up on this and they think, oh, well, maybe change that. But what about the poor bloody blokes who have bought them? That battery's about 50 quid. So, you know, they might have a redesign and make it a bit bigger gap there. But now I'm stuck with this bloody thing. They should have done more research and development. Anyway, there we go. Rant over. Just to do it so you could maybe help you decide about these. Okay. Random is rad. Rock on.